All right, we're back at Lake Francis today. We're at 21 feet. I really want to be about that 14 to 16 foot range of water. I actually overextended, went further than I thought I did. So we're gonna just give it a go about 21 feet. I got some more jigging wraps in. This is gonna be your purple descent on a 6'6" medium power fast action. This is an extreme stick. It's just your regular old Bass Pro run of the mill rod. Quick on a 2500 size reel with 10-pound braid all the way up to a, I always forget, barrel swivel. And then that barrel swivel connects over to a 18-pound leader. But this water, I mean, this water is dirty. Gonna have to be really careful with this rod. This rod is not weighted per 5/8 ounce. It's rated up to a 1/2 ounce, and we're gonna be throwing a 5/8, so it's not a huge difference, but it's enough to where it doesn't warrant just slinging that thing out there. Until I get new braid on that bait casting rod, whatever you want to call it, I'm not gonna be throwing that one. If we aren't getting anything in about 20 feet of water, we'll move to that 14, 16 foot range. So actually, it looks like a bunch of perch, to be honest. Fish at like 12 feet right now. So this is what we're gonna go ahead and try next. This is a 1/4 ounce bucktail jig head, white with a little red trim, whatever you want to call it. And with this, instead of kind of working those open mud flats, I'm gonna get into the weeds, which are actually in the weeds right now, and we're gonna just cast it straight into it and just rip it off the bottom. Same thing, same idea though. This one you are gonna let it hit the bottom and then rip it up. Kind of working this 10 to 12 foot range is where I want to be at, because this is kind of where the weeds seem to be at, is in the 12 foot body of water. Look at the fish finder right now. You can kind of see how it makes a little arch, and it's just really a light blue or a blue on top. And it looks like those are fish suspended at like 8 feet. It's not very big though. But when you see blue mixed with solid, that's usually it's weeds. At least in my experience, it's more often than not going to be your weed beds. Getting up onto those weeds where we want to be at. So what we're going to do, we're going to just cast out that direction. And you can kind of see there's a fish following that. Right above that weed bed. Right above that weed bed. So again, we're trying to rip it out of the weeds. Dart it out of the weeds. Day 1 in the books. So again, the only excuse I have for missing 2 weeks is big game, trying to fill the freezers. And then weather has just been really bad. Like, it's been too windy to get out. I'm talking like 70-80 mile per hour gusts for like the past basically week. And so I can't get out there safely on a kayak. And now at night, the edges of the lake are starting to freeze as well, which can be a little tricky to get a kayak in the water if you can't walk on it. So lots of things stacking up. Of course, blue running up and down, it's not gonna help much, but oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 walleye actually. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I don't know if you guys saw that second one. There's the second one. There's 2 of them. That is crazy. I only saw the initial big one in there, not 2. Blue, no. Yeah, they totally saw us though. But there's a smaller one. I don't know, that one could have been like 15 inches. But the other one, that one is a big girl. Holy crap. Big fish. It kind of makes me think that when this water is higher up, not like spring runoff up, but higher up, it might not be a bad idea to bring like a worm and bobbers and just find these little eddies where all these beaver dams and all these beaver homes and whatnot are built, and just pitch a bobber with a worm on there, you know. Alrighty. Just this wind is just so hard. I need to I might just have to make a really ghetto anchor. snows. And right now, there's just lots of small fish. I'm not like really marking anything big. Like if I had a rod weighted for like up to 1 ounce, you could probably just chuck this thing. I mean, just absolutely launch it. This wind has definitely picked up though since we got out. All right, well, it is Sunday. As you guys saw in these past 3 days, it's been windy, it's been muddy. It's not really been super ideal for jigging whatsoever, at least in my experience on this lake. If it's super muddy, it is really tough to jig. It's just because these fish with the jigs that I have, they're gonna rely on sight, they're gonna rely, I guess vibrations of the water could be a thing. It's tough. This week we're supposed to get, again, high winds like three or four times this week. I don't know. It's hard. So I've got some not crankbaits, but I got some rattle traps, I had to think of the word right there, that we could probably go ahead and throw out that make a little bit more noise in the water, and just try those as well. Then I don't have to worry about it being too heavy, and I can just bomb those things. It's this time of year around this area. If it is cold and it is starting to get colder, it's just going to get even more windy until the ice sets over. And then once the ice sets over, we'll have, for the most part, pretty clear water up until it starts to melt off. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one.